At the end of June 2021, I joined a chapter of Rotary, and I've been in there for like 6 months now, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about how that's been. You might remember from my previous video that I joined because I wanted to have people to tell me what projects they'd be doing and have people to work with and mainly have them tell me, hey, this project is worth doing, let's go do it. I joined when Rotary's new year was beginning, and so the president changed, and that meant all their other roles were changing too, or at least one of them, and I got asked to be the service chair, which meant I was in charge of setting up what service activities we did and planning those. So, mission accomplished, 100%, yeah. So I've been planning service activities the last 6 months-ish. Though the group they have annual projects, like a coat drive each year, so I got to be along on the ride for that. The way the meetings work is ours are at lunch, so you go, you get food, and then sometimes over lunch or after lunch we'll talk about business, like who's signing up for what days of the fundraiser, or if we need to bring anything to donate, etc. After lunch, we'll sometimes have a speaker. We've had some people come from like a housing group. They work on getting people into houses at cheaper than median price, I guess. We had a theater professor come talk to us about being a theater professor. So it was interesting. I thought we only had nonprofits speak. And then we had another guy, he came and talked about retirement and getting your stocks in your bank and all that stuff ready so that you can pay the fewest or least amount of taxes possible over your time, so that when you die, your descendants don't have to pay 1 billion taxes or something. So I asked the current president what speakers are supposed to be talking about, like what they're looking for in a speaker. She said that they want to hear from nonprofits, government people, and mainly learn about what's going on in our community and how we can help, or to hear about a topic that's interesting to the group. Rotary in general, the average age has been going up. In Australia, the average age is like 70 years old. And I think across the world, the average age is somewhere in the 50s. And the club I'm in definitely reflects that. I am the youngest in the group, followed by a 40-year-old as the next youngest. Anyway, my point is the Rotary demographic is 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, possibly 70-year-olds. I don't know how to tell age that well when you get higher. So knowing that, it's like, oh, that makes sense why the retirement guy would come and like advertise, hey, you should get your assets in order and I can help, because most of the group is working on that. So, and it is a business group, which has been interesting to hear. The Rotary Club has dues. Each club has different dues. So our club has like $120 each year minimum due. But if you want to participate in the lunches, like be able to eat it, then you donate more. And then you can also donate to Rotary's national stuff, which is primarily geared at eradicating polio. So each chapter of Rotary has different dues. They have different times that they meet, and they're generally for a specific area, like a city or a county. Rotary is dying. It lost like 16%, maybe 14% of its members from like 2010 to 2016, and it's maybe starting to gain some, but not a lot. One person thinks that it's because Rotary, it wasn't meant to be a service group primarily. It was meant to be a bunch of business people meeting together, collaborating, mentoring each other, and then also they did service. And it's kind of flipped. I don't think we even have any mentorship programs in the club I'm at. So that's weird to me, because I joined it because it seemed like the service club for the community, which like it still kind of is. And yeah, but it's meant to be different than that. And it kind of makes sense that it would do better when it had a business first kind of mentality, because volunteers get burnt out because you get compassion fatigue, you get overwhelmed with all the sorrow or all the pain or whatever you're even working on. You get exhausted and you get burnt out. But if you're getting something back from the group, then it's more sustainable. If you're wanting to get into business of some kind, reach out to your local Rotary group. I'll link in the description how to find yours. It'll take some emailing. Do I recommend it? Yeah, kind of. They don't have the focuses that I do, so I don't know how seriously I will participate in the future, especially because my school overlaps the meeting time. But it is nice to just go and do something with people, even if it's not the most helpful, because at least I'm going and doing something, and it's weekly for our group. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll plan my own weekly service thing for myself to do. And I mean, hopefully I can find some other people. But yeah. All right. Thanks.